खुद्दाम अहमदियत, खुद्दाम अहमदियत, खुद्दाम अहमदियत, खुद्दाम अहमदियत, खुद्दाम अहमदियत, खुद्दाम अहमदियत, खुद्दाम अहमदियत.
Okay, now we're moving fast, going to the next bit, and because we're moving fast, that means we need to keep up with the fitness as well. Go back to Osama Saifullah, who'll give us a small talk on Kfit and any updates as well from his side. Assalamu Osama.
Are you able to hear me clearly?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, guys, I hope you're all right. I'll go into it. It's going to be a shorter presentation today, but it's going to be more factual, okay? So I'm going to try to deliver as many facts as I can. So, starting off, okay, Kfit 19th of March. Fitness facts, okay? So I'm just going to go over different facts concerning general fitness. So it's not necessarily martial arts. It's going to be kind of more general, okay? So this is all UK based, by the way. So it's not worldwide, it's within the UK, okay? So nearly 50% of all young people aged 12 to 21 are not vigorously active on a daily basis, okay? Which they should be, especially at this age, 12 to 21. These are kind of, they should be your most active years because you've got a lot of time as well, less responsibility, but you've got the physicality. So you should be exercising, okay? So if you're one of those 50%, I suggest, you should try to change that. Only 13% of men are physically fit. So in the UK, men obviously 18 plus, 13% of us are at the level that we should be at. Okay, so again, cause for concern. More than 30% of children aged 6 to 11 are overweight, and over 15% are obese. Okay, so you'll see in this day and age, we're kind of making it okay to be overweight. We tell kids it's all right, don't worry about it, which is good for their mental health, for their confidence, for their self-esteem. It's good to not point these things out, but at the same time, we need to recognize that being overweight, being obese, whether you're a kid or whether you're older, is bad. Okay, it's not something you should accept. It's something that should be accepted about other people, but it's not something you should be accepting about yourself. You should try to change it because it can lead to complications. Okay, a lack of exercise is as dangerous as smoking. I've noticed this one before, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, if some of you remember. Anyways, a lack of exercise is as dangerous as smoking, and is directly to blame for 1 in 6 deaths in Britain. Okay, so out of 6 deaths, 1 of them will be due to a lack of exercise. Again, cause for concern. Okay, so right now we're all young, we're strong, we're not, we don't think about illnesses and complications a lot. But before we know it, fast forward 20 years, 30 years, we're going to be in that position where we're going to be regretting that, we didn't exercise when we were younger. Because this is the time to put yourself in a habit. This is the time to kind of get yourself fit. So inshallah, for the rest of your life, that's going to be installed. It's going to be hardwired into your system to get up, do something, exercise, okay, keep fit. A brisk 20-minute walk each day could be enough to reduce an individual's risk of early death, okay? So 20 minutes of walking, I mean, most of us, we probably walk that much to, college, university, work, wherever it is, we'll walk that much, okay? So hopefully for most of us, it's not a big issue under normal circumstances, okay? But in lockdown, I don't think, I'm not sure how many of us are working from home, working, on site, but try to get your 20 minutes of walking in during this lockdown. Inshallah, after lockdown, I'm pretty sure that all of us will be walking 20 minutes a day anyways, okay? So those are the bad facts. Now let's move on to the good ones, okay? So cardiovascular exercise helps create new brain cells. This enhances brain power and brain activity, okay? So when you're doing cardiovascular exercise, meaning your cardio, running, jogging, cycling, swimming, that kind of stuff, where your heart's racing, you're going to be building new brain cells, okay? They're going to be created, and obviously that's gonna enhance everything, all the activity in your brain, okay? Exercising increases the production of cells that are responsible for learning and memory, okay? So again, especially for the younger Khuddam here that we have 15 plus, you're at college, university, you want to learn as fast as you can. Exercise definitely helps a lot, right? I'm at university myself, I'm a second year student, and I find that exercising, it kind of sets me in mode for learning, okay? I found that I can pick things up easier, and memory as well, okay? My memory isn't the best, but it's definitely improved since I've been working out more, okay? The more muscle mass you have, the more fat your body burns while resting, okay? So seems pretty obvious, but this means, so when you're resting, if you're somebody that has a bit less muscle mass, and you're being compared to someone that has more muscle than you, and you're both resting, you're both sitting down, lying down, the person with more muscle is going to be burning more calories, more fat. So so if you imagine weight loss on a graph next to the amount of muscle you have, it's not a straight line, it's kind of curved upwards. Okay, so it's almost accelerating. The more muscle you have, the faster you're going to lose fat. Okay, so for that reason, obviously, we should be concentrating on building muscle as well as your cardiovascular exercise. Okay, exercising regularly helps boost your immune system. This means you'll get sick less often compared to people who don't exercise. Okay, especially today, with the coronavirus around, your immune system. I mean, the reason young people are not as affected as older people is because we have stronger immune systems. Okay, so exercising is going to boost that even more. Okay, your immune system gets even stronger. And if you've got older people in your household, okay, 40 plus, you should encourage them to exercise as well, since they are more at risk of developing symptoms for the virus. So when they exercise, immune system gets stronger. It's going to help them not only with the virus but with everything else as well, all illnesses. Okay. So what are the health benefits of physical activity? Okay. So dementia is going to reduce the risks of dementia by 30%. Okay. So again, as I said before, right now we're not worried about these things because we're young, but before we know it, we're going to be in the position that our parents, our grandparents, our uncles are in. Okay. So we should be thinking about these things already. Okay, so it's going to reduce the risk of dementia. Hip fractures, again, something more common in older people, but 68%. Okay, so that's a very, very, very large percentage. 68% is going to reduce the risk of hip fractures. Okay, so that's the importance of exercise. It's going to decrease the risk of depression by 30%. Again, something that's pushed on a lot today. Okay, mental health, depression, you're going to decrease the risk of depression by 30%. Okay, cancer, it's going to decrease the risk of cancer by 20%. Colon cancer, 30%. Okay, so that's your digestive system. Okay, your large intestines. Okay, type 2 diabetes up to 40%. Okay, so again, very common in Asian kind of genetics. Diabetes is very common in our families. It's going to reduce the risk of diabetes by 40%. Okay, so that's again a very large number. Cardiovascular disease by up to 35%. Okay, I mean, this is commonly known that exercise is going to help your heart. So don't need to go too much into that, but 35%. So you can see all of these numbers are quite large. All cause mortality by 30%. So okay, so general death, natural deaths. Fitness is gonna reduce the risk of these causes by 30%, common causes. Okay. Workout guidance for the week ahead. So this is very similar to before. Day one, it's going to be abdominals. So you got your sit-ups, you got your plank, you got your leg raises. Okay, so sit-ups, you're targeting your upper abs. Plank, you're targeting your core, okay? And then with the leg raises, you're targeting your lower abs, okay? So it's good to get a mixture. With the reps, as I always say, don't be too strict. It depends on your activity level. As long as you feel the burn and as long as you feel your muscles aching the next day, that means you're on track, okay? Day two, chest, triceps, and legs, okay? So 20 push-ups, that's for your chest. Diamond push-ups, that's for your triceps. These are a lot harder, okay? Diamond push-ups, I haven't put a number in front of it. That's going to be, I mean, people that start, they usually, it'll be good if you can do 5 of these, right? But you want to build it up, 15, 20, get around that mark. Okay, squats, 20 squats on their own, not going to do anything. Remember, you're breaking everything up into sets, okay? So you'll do 20, take a break, do 20 again, take a break, do 15, okay, and so on. Day 3, cardio, running / jogging, okay? You want a mixture. Interval sprints, so I explained that last time as well. I'll explain it again. Basically, what it means is you're going to sprint, and then rest, okay? And then sprint again all of a sudden. You want to shock your body, keep shocking it, do that about 7-8 times, okay? Until you're feeling exhausted. And cycling, as we've heard before on today's program, cycling is encouraged by Huzur, okay? So let's get onto this, okay? If you've got a cycle at home, perfect, use that. If not, you can get a machine, put it in your living room, put it somewhere, even in your bedroom, before you go sleep or when you wake up, half an hour on there should be good. Okay, here I've put a new kind of piece here, test / challenge yourself, okay? So you can use this as a challenge, but you should also use this as a test, okay, to see where you are. As many burpees as you can in 60 seconds, okay? Burpees, if you don't know what it is, basically jump up, jump down, spring your legs out, spring them back in, and jump back up, okay? I don't think that makes sense, but just YouTube it. Go on YouTube, type in what's a burpee, you'll see it on there, okay? Do as many as you can of those in 60 seconds, okay? As many sit-ups as you can in 60 seconds. We all know what sit-ups are. Just set a timer, 60 seconds, do as many as you can. And as many squats as you can in 60 seconds. Again, we all know what squats are for your legs, okay? 60 seconds, set the timer, do as many as you can. Okay. You can challenge yourself, all right? Do it as a one-off, see how many you can do, let me know, and I'll kind of guide you as much as I can. But I also want you guys to use this as a test and do it on like a fortnightly basis or a monthly basis. So you can write this down and see patterns, okay? So maybe on the first time you do it, you can do 20 burpees, okay, in 60 seconds. The second time you do it, maybe you can do 35. Then all of a sudden you can do 50. So that way, you're improving. Or it can go the other way. Maybe you can do 30 the first time, but only 10 the second time, okay? Then you're doing something wrong. Okay, so you can use this as kind of a guideline to see where you are, okay? End of the presentation. Any questions, okay? Also feel free to message me privately, okay? Because I know when it comes to fitness, there are some questions you wouldn't ask on the call, okay? So just feel free to message me. I think most of you have my number anyways. If not, you can get it off my Rabbi sub. And yeah, any questions? Let's just keep them coming.
Sama, with the 3-day plan, is it so you do the first 3 days and you repeat the 3 days, so 6 days of exercise and then 1 day rest?
That's right. Jazakallah Rabbi sab for reminding me. I was meant to put that in. So the 3 days, this is not 3 days a week. It's 6 days a week, okay? Or 5 days a week, depends. You can do 1 day of cardio, okay? But I would recommend 3 days. So you're doing day 1, day 2, day 3, takes you up to Wednesday, and then start again. Day 1, day 2, day 3 takes you up to Saturday, okay? So it's 6 days a week.
Brilliant. We'll be sending out regular reminders on the Google Forms, and we'll add the challenge yourself section as well, inshallah. So by time we'll catch up and see who's made an improvement on their burpees. There'll also be a tutorial on the link as well of how to do burpees correctly, because some people they maybe the first few are correct, but then the form loses. Quite hard to do once you master it.
Of course, and Rabbi, talking of form, with exercise, form is so important because I have a cousin in Pakistan, and he was telling me a story about a person he used to work out with, and his form was incorrect. And what happened over time, over a period of 6-7 months, one side of his body developed, and the other side was completely, it didn't look like the same person on the other side. So form is very, very, very important when you're exercising. If the form isn't correct, you're not going to target the same muscles on either side, because obviously one of our sides is dominant and the other is not. So yeah, watch some videos on form, how to work out correctly.
That's a very, very important point. Jazakallah for mentioning that, Sama. Jazakallah, guys.